Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. How are you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing great. In today's video guys, we are going to talk on the things that I wish I knew before giving birth to my three daughters. Yes, before giving birth to my children. So this video is addressed to those who are upcoming moms, those who are aspiring to get pregnant soon, or those who are aspiring to get married and give birth to children, especially moms, especially women. So what I just want to say is that this video is not to fighting anybody, but this video is to educate so that you are not going to make the same mistakes that I've made. So I've been married for 5 years now and I have three kids, and sincerely I can say I have a little bit of experience with respect to my kids. So I have a little bit of experience as a mom of three children, married for 5 years now. So that's why I said let me do this video, because I've gone through a lot and I don't want my younger sisters or my sister that are about to get married or give birth to children to go through these particular mistakes that I've made. So what I want to say is that giving birth to children into this world is good. In fact, the Bible says children are a reward from God. So it is very, very good, and it is a very pleasant thing, or it's a blessing for you to get married and after you give birth to children, because children are like rewards to those who are married. So each and every couple that get married will always want to give birth to children, which is normal. So, but like I want to say, giving birth to children is good, but like the Bible says, before building a house, make sure you count the cost so that you are not going to stop at the end of the way, or you are not going to stop before you finishing this particular house. Meaning that what, before you giving birth to children, you need to count the cost. Yes, like make sure you look at the responsibilities that comes with children, right? Because children are our responsibility, and when you give birth to a child into this world, you as the parent of that child, you are taking full responsibility of that child, because the child did not ask you to bring him or her into the world. You are the one that decided to give birth to the child. That is why you have to count the cost. I used to say a lot of people like put videos, especially baby mamas, those who are not married, single mothers, they give birth to children out of wedlock. Then after they come and they are putting on social media, maybe criticizing the fathers of those children, that they have abandoned them, like making some victim things. And I'm asking myself that when you were opening your legs to give birth to this particular child, weren't you thinking, like you were not thinking, counting your cost? Why are you now like putting the blame on maybe the man of the child? I think that women go through a lot, right? Because a man can abandon a child, while a woman will not be able to have that particular heart. In fact, God has blessed women with this particular soft spot for children. A mother, it's true that there are exceptions, but majority of the people who have soft spot for their children are women. Meaning that if a man abandon the child, a woman can never abandon her child, because she's the one that carried the child for 9 months and she knows how it is. She knows how she went through. She knows the pains that she went through to give birth to that particular child. Reasons why before you bring children into this world, make sure you count the cost. If you're married, for example, these are things that you're supposed to discuss about the number of kids that you want to give birth to into this world. It's true that at times we plan, and at times kids come that we have not planned. Like I've said here that my second child was not planned. So I was like enjoying myself after giving birth for my first child, postpartum, enjoying myself, like living life as if everything depends on me. Not until when I discovered that I was pregnant 6 months, when my first child was just 6 months, I discovered that I was already pregnant for my second child. So those are unforeseen circumstances. Those are circumstances that happen. But notwithstanding, let's try as much as possible to plan well, not to regret at the end, or not to stress ourselves at the end. Reasons why you have a lot of things that are going on. You see people, they give birth after they go for family planning, so that they will not be able to give birth to children again. Look for family planning that works with you, or if you can be able to like calculate your system, calculate yourself. For those who have regular cycle like me, make sure you try as much as possible to be faithful in your calculation, so that the number of kids that you want to give birth to, you'll be able to respect it. Yes. Nowadays, the economy is very difficult. God. Recently, I went to a market with 15,000 fans here in Cameroon, and I bought some things. It was not even up to the market bag that I went. I was not even filled. And I came home, I was like, all the money is gone, but what about it? But and I told my husband, "Ah, please, can we a calculator? Let's calculate this thing together." It's as if when we go to the market like that, we go and eat the money. He started laughing. I'm like, I'm not joking. Please bring your calculator and let's calculate these things together. I'll be removing it and tell you the price that you're calculating. So it's just to tell you how bad the economy is nowadays. Reasons why we are not supposed to be giving birth anyhow. I've even given a story here, talk about how I went through some difficulties in my education, in my growing up as a child, as a first child, because my parents had a lot of kids. My parents have a lot of kids, and they were trying as much as possible to satisfy everybody. So for that reason, I, as the first child, was it was not easy for all of us because we're trying as much as possible to like survival of the fittest, because the responsibility was too much for my parents. So do you want to live the same way that your parents have lived? No. Reasons why you need to count the cost. You need to know the number of children you are about, you'll be able to take care of. You need to know the number of children you'll be able to take care of so that you can be able to give birth. I, for one, I don't like to, I don't program giving birth to many kids. I always say, in as much as God has blessed me with one, two, three, I can be able to help also those who are in need, other kids that are in need. Yes, I can be able to adopt also to like add to what I have. I don't need to give birth to all the children in this world before I know that I have kids. I can be able to help maybe my siblings and all the like, and also those who are in need. So reasons why we need to count the cost before we give birth. The second thing I want to say is that as a lady, please make sure you don't like carry all the load on your head when you give birth. Let me explain. When you're pregnant, you carry the baby for 9 months, right? When you give birth, you are not the one to carry the baby all by yourself again to the baby walk or to the baby walks or to the baby till the baby gets to a particular mature stage. No, share the responsibility with your husband, share the responsibility with your family members, your friends, loved ones, those who are beside you. And that is my problem, because when I always give birth, guys, I don't have what we call help. You know this omugo thing that the Nigerians always show in Nigerian films, like when you give birth, your mother is there, your auntie is there. For me, it does not work like that. In fact, when I give birth, the people that are wanting to come, what I do is that I always like, if I announce to the family that I've given birth, the few, maybe my aunt or whosoever that will say, okay, I'm coming. I always tell them that, please don't come now, come when I want to resume work. So that when I'm resuming work, you're here, at least the baby can stay with you for some time before I look for a nanny. It is good and it is not good. It is good in the sense that I always take advantage of the fact that maybe that's the only person that is coming to help me. So what if she comes when I'm in the house for the 3 months that I'll be in the house, then when I'm resuming work, she goes. So I think it will not be that helpful. So I prefer that let me stress as much as possible for the 3 months that I'll be in the house alone with the baby. Then when I'm about to resume work, she can be able to come. That's what happened with my aunt. When I gave birth to my second daughter, I called and my aunts in the village were like, I'm coming. I said, Mama, don't come now. Oh, let me finish my maternity leave. And when I'm going, resuming work, you can come. And that's what happened. She came and made some few months with the baby. And after that, I look for a nanny. So I think it's good. And also, it is not good in the sense that what normally when you give birth as a lady, you're not supposed to be doing things. You're not supposed to be touching and doing all the things. But as I'm talking to you now, I'm alone in this house since I gave birth. It's true that the first week that I gave birth, I had women from my church. They were coming to help me to cook, to clean the house, to wash the baby's dresses. After that 1 week, each and every one of them, they left. So I'm now all by myself, and nobody has opted to come and help me. But even if somebody opt to come, I'm going to tell the person to come after my maternity leave, because I want to like use the advantage. Hadn't been I had a lot of people that were opting to come in my family, I would have said, okay, since I've given birth, maybe one person can come now, make maybe the few time that she has to make with me. Then when I'm resuming work, another person come. But I don't have people who have opted. So I don't know that it is if you have people who are opting to help you, like someone who is about to give birth, use the opportunity. Don't be touching water, doing things. You are going to be tired, so use the opportunity. Maybe there are some families that when you give birth, you see aunties, mothers, and all the like wanting mother-in-law wanting to come and help you. Please take that as an advantage. Allow them to come. You can just program in such a way that they come one at a time. Maybe when you give birth, your mother is there. When you're about to a working class, if you're a working class lady, when you're about to start work, your mother-in-law comes or your mother comes, like make it that way you are free. You put on weight and you spend more energy only to take off the baby. And also, if your husband is there, please allow him to do the things. Don't stress yourself that no, because he's a man, he's going to work, he will not be able to do the things there that the way I want it to do. That's how what has been happening to me. Oh, I've been doing a lot of things by myself, even after giving birth these few days, because I have that mentality that my husband cannot do it the way I want. So at times I stress myself because I want to do it alone. I want to like do it the way that I want it to be done. But my sister, don't do that kind of mistake. Yes, because when you give birth, you will lose a lot of blood, a lot of energy, and you need to start regaining your energy back. You need to eat well, you need to rest, you need to spend more time to take care of that particular baby. So forget about the house. If the house is dirty, let it be dirty there. Also, I have this particular weakness because when somebody calls that is coming to see the baby, I'm trying to think what will the person come and eat. So my sister, what I've done this time around is that I've just told my husband that look for some soft drinks and put in the fridge. Whosoever that comes and visit the baby, we'll remove it and give the person thank you for visiting the baby, because the energy, I don't have anybody that can be able to cook for them. Had it been there was somebody, I would have been cooking. I myself, I used to try to be cooking my first children. I was like, let me cook and see how to receive them. But now, oh my God, I'm trying to like adapt, like try not to stress myself too much. So reasons why we need to buy some soft drinks and put in the fridge. So when you come to visit the baby, we just give you. And if you're a lady, you understand that this girl is alone and she cannot cook all the time. So that is it. So there is a lot to talk on this particular topic, guys. Please, as a new mom, don't stress yourself. Ask for help if you need help. Ask for support. If you have those family members that are willing to help you, open your door for them to come and help you. It's true that at that particular stage, things cannot be the way you want, but you need help. So ask them to do the way, ask for help, allow them to do the way they want to do their things. If it's to food, they should cook the way they want to cook. Or is that you should eat well, you should take care of your baby. That's your priority at that particular moment. And lastly, what I want to say is that educate your husband on some certain things, guys, because when you give birth, normally they used to say in the hospital, after we give birth, we make maybe at least 6 weeks before you have maybe sexual intercourse with your partner, with your husband. So, but how many men are educated? They are not aware. At times when we go for counseling in the hospital, we go alone, our husbands don't go with us. But if you are a new mom, or if you are someone who is about to get married or who just got married and you're pregnant, make sure you go with your husband to the hospital when those nurses or midwives are saying those things. He should be able to know, so that when you give birth, he will not be stressing you, that you want. Because some of us, like I gave birth to all my 3 children and I had stitches, right? Even now that I'm talking to you, I still have the stitches. Like it is not, I'm not yet healed. Then imagine that your husband is not aware of some certain things. He just wants to calm, like he's missing you. You want to like, so he should be aware. He should be educated. Even if you don't go to the hospital with him, make sure you watch programs that are educative that will help him. Make sure you watch together with him. Make sure you have if you have watched a video that is educative concerning that particular topic, make sure you share with him. Make sure he should watch the video, so that he should also be aware, so that it should not be as if because you have given birth, it's as if you have given birth to Jesus, you don't want to do anything, you don't want him to touch you. No, let him be educated so that you are not going to fall the victim. I have a lot to talk about this particular topic, but I'm just going to end here because I don't want this video to be so long. If you like this video, make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you put your comments below. And if you are new here and not subscribed, please subscribe and support your girl. Without further ado, see you in my next video. Love you, bye bye, and take care. Bye. Bye.